Welcome to online lecture series by Seth Vidya Mandir English High School Junior College of Commerce and Science. Welcome students, I Miss Alka Chaube taking class 10 subject algebra, and here I am explaining chapter 5, that is probability. Welcome back students. Let us understand practice set 5.4. So in this set students, let us understand the question number 1. And the question number 1 is, if two coins tossed simultaneously, find the probability of the events. So here students, we have to find out probability of the events. And here we have condition, two coins tossed simultaneously. So the first condition is getting at least one head. It means students, here we have to find out in this condition getting at least one head, and the next condition is here getting no head. Getting no head. So here we have these conditions. So let us understand the solution of this condition students. So here we have to first ready the sample space of two coins. As you know very well students, how to ready the sample space of two coins, that is S is equal to inside of curly bracket, that is when we have two coin conditions students, so we have the possible events, that is head head, head tail, tail head, and we have next is tail and tail. So it means we have here possible outcomes is 4. So number of sample space is 4 here. After that students, we have condition getting at least one head. So it means we have to find out at least one head present in the given condition. So here one head condition, at least one head, it means students, when we have this type of condition, we need to find out head should be one or more than one. Yes, remember students, at least one head, it means the head should be one or more than one. So we can understand students, here we don't have the event's name. As you know very well, already in the last lecture I have explained, if you don't mention the event name, so you have to write the event's name. You can consider let event name should be any alphabet, but it not should be the S alphabet. So here I consider the first condition, and the first condition event is A, and in this condition getting at least one head, it means we have to find out the head should be one or more than one. So here in the first condition we have the two head, so we can consider at least one head, so we have the two head here. In this condition second one is also head and tail, here is also tail and head. So students, we can't take this TT because here no head is present and we want at least one head. So in this condition one head is present, in this condition one head is present, but here more than one head. That exactly what the question is asking here. So the number of event A, the possible outcomes is here how much? 1, 2 and 3. So here the solution of the first condition. Let us understand the second condition solution. The second condition is here students getting no head. It means students, in this sample space we are not supposed to consider here any head condition, because here mention no head is present. So it means students, let us assume this event name is B and no head is present. It means there is only one tail condition, that is T and T, because here one head is present, so we are not supposed to take according to this condition. Here one head is present, we are not supposed to take this condition, and here one head is present, so we are not supposed to take this condition. So here we can take only this condition, that is T, T. So therefore the possible outcomes of event B is 1. Hope you understand students. Then here we have to find out probability. So students, how to find out the probability? So here we have the formula of probability, that is P of A. Yes students, P stand for probability, and here I consider the name of event, that is A, that is P of A is equal to, here I am mentioned the formula students. P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. That is P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. So here we have condition N of A, that is 3, and N of S, that is 4. So here we have P of A, that is 3 by 4. Let us move on the next condition. So here we have P of B. So we can write in this way, P of B is equal to N of B upon N of S. So here N of B is 1, N of S is 4. So P of B, here we are getting 1 by 4, and P of A here is 3 by 4. So in this way students, we can find out the probability. So you can remember the formula of probability, the event and the sample space. Number of event, number of sample space. So here the solution of question number. Here the solution of question number 1 students. So let us move on students, question number 3. And the solution of question number 3 is here. But before we can start the solution, we can understand the question. The question number 3 is talking about there are 15 tickets. So here students, we have the range of tickets, that is 15, and each bearing one number from 1 to 15. So here we have the condition of 15 tickets, and the number is bearing here 1 to 15. Here the number is bearing, that is 1 to 15. Find the probability of event that ticket is drawn. So here students, we have first condition of event, that is shows an even number, and the second condition shows a number which is a multiple of 5. So let us understand students the first condition of the event. So as you know very well students, we have this condition, so we can prepare for sample space. And here we have bearing one of the number from 1 to 15. So here the sample space S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So here students, according to the given condition, here first we have to prepare the sample space of the condition. And here I consider the number from 1 to 15. Number is from 1 to 15 is here. So next step is N of S. So here the total number is 15. Then after students, we have to understand the given event condition, that is even number should be present. So let us consider for the first condition, the event name is, here I can take A. A is represent here as an even number. It means students, from the sample space we have to consider only the even numbers. So here we have even number, that is 2. Next is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So here we have the number of possible events from the sample space, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we are getting 7 outcomes from the first event. And here students, we have to also find out the probability of event. So the formula, as you know very well, P of the given event name A is equal to N of A upon N of S. So here we have N of A is 7 and N of S is 15. So here we are getting, students, the probability of event A is 7 by 15. So let us understand, students, the solution of question number 5. Before we can switch on solution of question number 5, we can understand the question. The question is here, a card is drawn at random from the pack of 52 playing cards. It means, students, here we have clear instruction about the condition, that is we have a card and the number of cards are 52. As you know very well, students, in the previous videos already I have explained about how many cards, how many divisions of cards are present, and here we have to find out the probability of the events. So here we have first condition, that is an S, and the second condition is SPED. So let us move on the solution of this question. So here, students, we have 52 playing cards. So the sample space of 52 cards, as you know very well, 1, 2, 3, or in this way, students, ... 52. Because as you know, students, the number is very large, so we are not supposed to write all numbers. We can consider little bit number, and between these numbers we can put the dash and comma. And here the number of sample space is, the total number is 52, so we can take 52. After that, students, we have the first condition, and the first condition is here, that is the condition 1 is here, find the probability of S. As you know very well, student, the S is nothing but a representation of the number 1. So here the condition for an S, so we can consider the event name, let A. So S condition is 1 because S represent the number 1. So here we have N of A. The possible outcomes is 1, and we have to find out here probability. So that is P of A is equal to N of A upon N of S. And P of A, students, that is 1, and N of S is 52. So here we have P of A is 1 by 52. So here we have the probability of the event A, that is 1 by 52. Let us switch on the second condition, and the second condition is here, students, that is a SPED, and SPED having the condition, that is, let us consider, that is B. So here in the B condition, students, we have SPED here, and here in SPED, as you know very well, students, the SPED is nothing but the 52 cards is divided into red and black. And as you know, students, the red and black again is divided into 13 and 13. As you know very well in the previous condition, students. So here we have the 13 number condition. So 13 numbers represent here SPED. So SPED is having how many numbers, students? 13 numbers. So here we have the 13 number, 13 SPED cards are present. So here we can write 13 SPED. And students, after that, you can also write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this way, or you can write in this way also, students. So N of B is here 13 number, and when we write the probability of the given event, so P of B is equal to N of B upon N of S, that is N of S is here. So P of B is 13, that is N of B is 13 upon N of S is 52 here, students. So as you know very well, students, the probability, when we divide this, it's become 1 by 4, and when you also divide this 1 by 4, you are getting 0.25. So students, you are not supposed to go for more detail, you just write the 1 by 4, and here we are getting 1 by 4 probability. Here you can see, students, that is SPED is 1 by 13, and P of B is here we are getting N of B, that is N of S, and P of B, that is 13 by 52. So P of B here we are getting 1 by 4, students. So here, students, we are getting the condition of the whole question, that is question number We are talking about here question number 5 solution.